Afternoon, everyone, or hello, whatever time it is that you're watching this. If you are watching on replay, make sure you hit replay and let me know. If you're watching me live, let me know that too. Let's get into this week's recap. We're already at week 38 of 2020. Despite everything that's been going on, this year is still flying by. And today, in this week's recap, in the workshops this week, we've talked about boosting your confidence. Thinking about where confidence comes from and how to get more of it. This is really meaningful for me because when I started my journey, I was not confident, except perhaps in my ability to overeat. I didn't like talking to people. I didn't like social occasions. I didn't like connecting with others. When I had my extra 50 kilos in, I spent a lot of my time judging myself and doubting myself. And I really just believed that everyone else would do that too. So it was one of the most amazing surprises for me that as I started to take control of my journey, started to choose choices deliberately, I started to live my life on purpose by practicing healthy habits, I started to see results. And I discovered that confidence came as a byproduct, came as a surprise, if you like, along the way in my journey. I am confident now because I discovered that I actually got to choose. Confidence was always available to me. I had just not been choosing it. We think so often when we start this journey, and maybe this is you, that confidence comes at the end. It comes at when we get to our goal. Then I'll feel confident. When I'm wearing that outfit that I particularly want to get into, or I'm in that photo, or I'm on the beach, or I've completed that fun run, or marathon, or whatever it is, then I'll feel confident. Once I have the evidence, then I'll believe I can. Really, that's all that confidence is. It's just the belief that you can do something. And the good news to know, a good thing to know is you don't have to wait until the end. In fact, waiting to the end is setting yourself up for disappointment. It doesn't happen that way. It's not, my life will be amazing, will be better, then I'll be confident, I'll have self-esteem, I'll love myself more, I'll be happier then. That's not how it works. It is actually confidence, something that we can create right now. And in fact, you already have available to you, perhaps even more than you already think you do. So today, I want to share you with that confidence is a feeling, we can create it, and we do so with our thinking. Thoughts create feelings. Feelings drive action, and action produces a result in the world. Thoughts, feelings, action. What we think determines how we feel, determines what we do. And then we have evidence. I want you to think about everything that you can already do in your life. Think about all of the skills that you have now, all of the capability that you have, that you didn't have when you were born, or 5 years ago, or 10 years ago, or 20 years ago. We are amazing as humans. We have these wonderful brains that actually love learning. They're constantly taking in information, constantly processing it, and constantly adapting. We can learn new things. All of us. And so it's so exciting to know that we can do that. So think about whether you are confident in driving a car, doing your work or completing chores, looking after people. You're confident in writing your name, in walking, pouring a glass of water, making a cup of tea or coffee. How's your confidence level in those things? What about brushing your teeth? Do you reckon you can do that? No, I'm hoping that most of you are saying, yes, I can do that. And here's the thing. When we believe that we can do something, we're much more likely to actually go ahead and attempt to do it. Right? Think about this, like even if we go to extreme examples, right? If you're thinking about competing in a marathon, or, I remember when I hiked Kokoda, right? When it was first suggested to me, thanks, Mum, my thought was, that's a crazy idea. No way. There's no way I can do that. That's ridiculous. I can't. Right? Oh, I have no interest. That's a terrible idea. Why would you want to do that? That was my initial thoughts when it was first presented. Why? Because I hadn't done the work, right? It's like running a marathon, right? You don't just go, if someone came up to you today and go, hey, let's go and run a marathon right now. You probably go, no, I don't believe I can do that. You haven't had confidence in it. But if you had been training for a marathon for the last 12 months, and you had brought yourself to the place, maybe you'd even done one a couple of weeks ago, a month ago, and you're like, yep, completed it, no problem. How would your confidence level be? Be much higher that okay, I can do that, let's go, right? If marathon's too much for you, come back down to a 10K walk, 5K walk, a 1K walk. Bring it down to tracking, or choosing healthy choices, or stopping when you're satisfied. It's not different, it's the same. So part of it is it starts with belief, right? When we believe we can, we're more likely to do. When we believe we can't, we're more likely to avoid. So I just want you to notice what your thoughts are about any of the healthy habits, particularly if there's any that you're creating that you're not there yet with. Or think about it in terms of your overall result, creating the healthy life that you want so you can achieve your goal and stay there forever. It's kind of fun now to know that I have the confidence that I can do that. For me, there's no doubt that I'm going to maintain my weight. I'm going to stay at goal. Why? Because I've built the confidence in all of the little steps, all the little habits, all the little behaviors that create maintenance of a healthy weight. I know I can do every single one of them. I can do them with ease. I've made them part of my life. So, confidence is a choice that we have. And it starts with belief. So, if there's anything you're not believing, I encourage you to just put that aside for a moment and let's just try on. What if I did believe it? Just allow the possibility. What if I could believe? What would I do differently if I did believe that I could do it? What would that be like? Just imagine it for a moment. Use your imagination. You'll probably find you can actually create it. Like, oh, okay. Well, it's possible for people in the world. I'm a person. I'm in the world. Maybe it's possible for me. Okay. So start with belief. Know that that's an option that's available to you. And as I said, look at all of the ways you have been successful, that you do have confidence in. Look at all the skills you've built in your life. Thousands of them, right? Success inspires success. Do you know this already? When you act on your own behalf, when you achieve something, when you accomplish a goal, right? Even if it's just saying no to the piece of cake you hadn't planned in, or deciding to go and do that walk. It's a gorgeous day. Why not decide to do it instead of watching that next episode on Netflix or having a snooze? When we act in our own behalf, we feel good. We get that sense of accomplishment, which is why in this journey, I always encourage every single one of you to make one small change a week that you can live with. Small goals and small actions are much more effective at building confidence and therefore creating momentum. You do something well, you feel proud of yourself, you feel good, you feel more capable, and then you're ready to go and do the next thing. Try again, repeat it. Right? Do more, do more, do more. Success inspires success. So, to help build your confidence, firstly, believe it. Secondly, break your overall goals and things. If it feels like it's too much, you can't quite believe it yet, break it to a smaller piece, and a smaller piece, and a smaller piece. I didn't start with the belief that I could lose 34 kilos or 50 kilos, which is what I've ended up losing. I started with the belief that I could lose 1 kilo. Right? So my coach says that let's just work on the first kilo. I'm like, oh, okay, I can do that. I've done enough diets. I've tried enough things. I know I can do enough things to lose 1 kilo. Okay, so I had my confidence that I could do that. Can't do that? 500 grams, 200 grams. Right? Even if it's not about the weight, do I have confidence to take an action? All right. Well, can I eat a healthy choice? Okay. Well, there are healthy foods I like. There are things I've eaten in the past. Okay. I'm pretty confident I could eat something healthy. Okay. Do that. Right. Find a skill. Choose to practice it on purpose. Right. Now, ideally, you want these small actions and goals. When we're setting a goal, when we're working on something new, we want it just to be at the edge of our comfort level. We can do it, but maybe it's a little work. Maybe it's just outside. It's close to our capabilities. It's just going to push us a little bit. Don't go all the way past, right? If you're not confident in your ability to track, for instance, you're like, oh, I'm no good at it, I can't do it. Well, first of all, change your belief. Can you hold a pen? Can you write words on a piece of paper? How's your confidence level about that? Hoping it's pretty high. Pen and paper works perfectly well. Grab the book, write it in a journal. So, can I track one thing? Can I track the next thing I eat? Can I track one meal a day for a week? Or one snack? Can I just track the thing that's, my danger area, or the thing where I think I'm going overboard? Let's just track that. Or, if it's even smaller, I know I'm having breakfast every day, or can I just track my breakfast every day? Start small. Small goals, so much more important than big goals, because they give us momentum. They help us build our confidence that we can create change, that we can be in charge of our life. That's why I like encouraging you to choose everything you are doing in your life. I'm doing the dishes. Oh, pretty confident I can do the dishes. I'm choosing to do them now. I'm pouring a cup of tea. Oh, okay. I'm confident in my ability to pour a cup of tea. Let me do it perfectly. Yeah. And here's the thing. Even if we don't do it perfectly, right? You're pouring a glass of water and you spill it, or you spill a cup of tea. Who's ever done it? Like, we've all done it, right? But we don't drop our confidence because we had one slip up. We had one piece of evidence, right? As we take these actions, we create POE, points of evidence for our success, right? So, but we don't take that point of evidence. I spilt the tea or spilt the water. Oh, well, I'm hopeless at pouring water. I have no confidence that I can do it. No, we stay in our confidence. We just do it again. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. My hand slipped. It was wet. I'm a human. I stumbled. Someone bumped into me. Who knows, right? But it doesn't undermine your confidence at being able to do it. You can just stay in the belief that, yeah, I can make a cup of tea. Okay. So set small goals. That's why every week I ask you to pick one small change or one habit to practice on purpose. What you're going to do in the week. Should be making it really easy, right? So that you can build your momentum and build your success. Because success inspires success. If you're in a place where you're like, oh my God, it's all terrible, I'm doing everything wrong. Well, firstly, that's a lie. You're probably doing lots of things right. But in addition, you then also have to reach out for success. You have to look for success from others to be inspired. Surround yourself with success. And then also remember that it is not motivating, it does not build your confidence to beat yourself up, to be in judgment of yourself, to tell you you're bad or horrible, you're no good at it. And yet for most of us, this is the default. We speak to ourselves in a way we would never speak to a loved one or anyone we cared about. I want to invite you today and just to let that go. Just to say, no deal. That is not acceptable behavior. Period. Anymore. I don't do it. We do it because we think that being harsh on ourselves will motivate us. But it isn't. You can't hate yourself healthy. You can't punish yourself thin. I mean, you can do it to get there, but you won't ever stay there because it's no fun. You know what does work? Encouragement, support. So can you give yourself encouragement? This is the most important. You're the person you've got to live with. You're the person you're spending the rest of your life with. So could you spend a little time and effort coming to like that person? gonna hang around with you forever. Might as well try and like them. Can you give yourself encouragement? Can you look to your past success? Can you tell yourself that I can? I believe that I can. Even when I don't have any evidence. When I had to lose my weight, I had some evidence that I could lose a little. I'd lost about 10 kilos off and on many times in my life. The 34 was totally unbelievable, dude. 50 was ridiculous. I can't believe that. But I could choose to stay in the belief that I can take the actions that produce weight loss. I know how to do it, and I can do it from a place of loving myself, caring about myself enough to take those actions. So can you give yourself encouragement? Can you build a network of support? It's in our Facebook group. Can you reach out to the coaches? Get your family members and friends and colleagues, neighbors on side. Can you build a support network of encouragement? That's your job, by the way. It's not anyone else's job to do it. It's yours. But you can. You have to start in belief. You have to create a small goal. What's one step in the right direction? In the end, confidence comes with practice, not avoidance. Confidence comes with practice, not avoidance. And this is so critical because I see so many people going, oh, I don't know how to do that, or I don't think I can do it, therefore I won't. Or I don't think I can manage this choice. Right? I can't stop when I have lollies around, or I can't have chocolate or cake or wine, whatever it is, right? Two things to note. Firstly, you can stop. Do you know why? You do. Might seem kind of obvious when you really think about it, right? You have this rule, this idea that I can't stop. But you do stop. Now, maybe you stop when you're overfull, when it's all gone. Maybe you don't do that. Maybe you stop halfway through the packet of biscuits, halfway through the cake, halfway through the tub of ice cream. You do stop when you choose to. Now, maybe when you're first starting out, that's when it becomes so uncomfortable that you're incentivized to stop. But you have an incentive to stop anyway when you're satisfied, just because that will move you closer to your goals. You have the power. So first of all, you are always in control. You can stop. So let's not lie to yourself. You can. You do. Unless you started eating that cake and you've been eating it continuously ever since then, right? Not even stopping to sleep or do anything else, just been eating it continuously. No, of course, you stopped at some point. So you have the capacity to stop. Good to know. There was a second thing. So avoiding it, so firstly, you have the power. Secondly, can you introduce it in small ways, portion control ways? Can you practice the skill of stopping? Yeah, of course you can. So start with the belief, right? Just because you can't do it, right? If I don't have any points of evidence, that's okay. You didn't have points of evidence for walking before you did, writing before you did, speaking before you did, learning before you did, working before you did, driving before you did. Okay? The evidence comes later. How do you do it? You just have to practice. Right? Now I go into a depth, of course, with all of my clients here. We go into detail about what's actually going on behind that belief, and then we look at the evidence. When you have a practice, you look at your thoughts, you look at your emotions, you look at what you learn, then you decide what works that I'm going to keep, what didn't work, then what did I learn from it, and then based on that we make one small change, one more small goal, and we try again. Just because it hasn't worked yet has absolutely no bearing on the confidence of whether it will. Because confidence comes from belief. It is our thoughts that create the feeling. The actions and the results, the evidence if you like, comes later. Right. Finally, I just wanted to mention stress also plays a big role here. So when you're not feeling confident, you're feeling doubt, you're feeling uncertain, check in with your stress level. Just go, am I stressed at the moment, right? Because when we're stressed, we're often thinking, I can't, I'm overwhelmed, it's too much, it's too hard. It's a pretty common thing. So they bring us self-doubt. And that's just our brain's way of trying to go, whoops, something bad is happening, it's life or death, get back in the cave. But often it isn't life or death. It's just an emotion. Right? Something's happened. Our brain's having a little moment, just telling us, right? It's having a little tantrum. And in workshops this week, I talked a little bit about this idea of our brain having tantrums, a bit like a toddler, right? Particularly when we go to change a habit. We go to change something. Our brain doesn't like doing something new. It doesn't want to, oh my God, build new neurons. Ugh, what a terrible idea. That's work. It likes to be efficient. It likes to do what it's always done. Right? So very likely your brain is going to have a tantrum. Right? Have you ever seen, kids have a meltdown in the supermarket aisle because they're not getting the lolly they want or the thing they want, the toy they want, whatever it is, right? And I don't know, I'm not a parent, but I've seen lots of different parents have a go at doing that. And here's what I've seen works best. It's also what the research shows works best, by the way, is that when you try and argue or reason or, convince a child not to do that, it doesn't work. Why? Because they're not using their logical brain at the moment. They're in their emotional brain. Kids are actually really good at feeling their emotions all the way through. That's why it's a total meltdown. It's the end of the world, that they can't have the lolly they want in this moment. So convincing, applying energy to it, fighting yourself about it, doesn't work. So you don't have to push any of those self-doubting thoughts away or stressful thoughts. You just have to notice, you're like, okay, that's there. And basically ignore it. Right? So what we do with, so this is what works with toddlers having a tantrum, so we just ignore it. We walk away. Okay, all right, well, I'm leaving. You can catch up, I don't want to put on my shoes before we go to school. Okay. Well, we're going to school, so you can put your shoes on or you can come with no shoes. Your choice. We just ignore, right? We hear the voice, we ignore it. This is what I recommend for you. If you have those self-doubting thoughts, if you have those self-critical thoughts, notice them. Just go, yes, yes, yes. Thank you, brain. I know you're trying to keep me safe. But I got this. I can do it. We're going to do something different. I'm doing it on purpose. Come on, let's go. And you just bring complaining tantrum brain along with you. Okay. So, do you have some stress management techniques? Can you be present in the moment? Nothing is actually wrong right now. Can you breathe? Can you look to 3 good things? Can you look to gratitude? Can you go, what else is true? Right? Your brain is offering you something. What else is true? So can we relieve the stress? And then remember that confidence is within you. You have all of the confidence you need already. It's just tapping into it. So once again, how can you tap into it? You can. Believe that you can. Look for past points of evidence in the past. You can break the tasks down into small goals. You can look at others' success and at your past success. You can encourage yourself forward, and you can practice. You do those things, you'll build confidence. And what I love about doing it this way, with small goals, with one thing at a time, is because you get that piece and you go like, oh, that worked. I can do that, actually. Hey, that's pretty good. Turns out, I like it. What else could I do? And then you do the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. And little by little, everything transforms. Suddenly become a person who can live your life deliberately, who can take action, who is in charge, who is in control, who can create the results you want. Will you be perfect at it? No. That's okay. You don't have to be. Research shows that even if you're 90% compliant with your decided actions, you'll still get results. In fact, you still get results even between 10 and 49% compliance. Still get results. Is it slower and steadier? Okay. but it's progress. It's all you're ever looking for. Progress, not perfection. And as you keep making it, you'll find that confidence comes. Or perhaps you discover it was already there anyway. All right, well, let me know in the comments. What are you doing this week? Or what are you going to believe about yourself to boost your confidence? A little bit of confidence creates a big difference. And if you want some more help, you want some support, come and join my Weight Loss for Life community on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, go to groups, search for Weight Loss for Life community, and come and join. Also, if you are watching this live or before the 9th of October 2020, know that next week, the 5th of October, I'm running my 5-day free Back on Track kickstart. So it's spending 5 days with me where I'll go live every day on Facebook in that Weight Loss for Life community. We'll teach just one foundational skill, one little habit that's easy to implement, that's simple to do, and yet is very effective at shaping your results and boosting your confidence. We're going to do that each day for 5 days. It's a fun little challenge. There's going to be prizes every day for participation. And it's going to be a great group of like-minded people all working together on the same thing. I ran one of these in August. It was so much fun. Got fabulous results. People telling me it was a real refresh. It really got them back into action again, got them motivated. And they were surprised at how little effort it took to get results. I want to share that with you. So come join my Back on Track Kickstart. You can find the link in the description of this video, and come and visit me in my Weight Loss for Life community. Of course, if you want some individual help, you can contact me, book a consultation at livemorelife.com.au, and let's have a conversation about what working together might be like. I know how important it is to have someone who's on your side, who believes in you, even when you don't. So if you want some help on this journey, get in touch. I'd love to help you. I want to help you transform your thinking and change your habits so that you can reach your goals. Stay there. Have an amazing day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.